welcome, sir. He's the CEO of the Indian Highways Authority of India, Government of India. We welcome you. Thank you so much for your patience. Calling on Bhavna Diogar. Bhavna, do we have you with us? Yes, we do. She's the Global FP&A Leader and Head Transformation Services Finance for Genpact. Welcome, Bhavna. Calling on Sarita Mishra. Sarita? There you are. Thank you. She's the founder of Green Cosmos Energy Solutions and founder of OnlyNaturals.com. Welcome. Thank you for being with us. Saloni Malhotra. Welcome, Saloni. She's the founder of Desi Crew. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I know it's been a long wait, but we promised to make it worth your while. Look what's coming together here. Shelly Subawala. Shelly, are you here with us? Yes, take a walk. She's the founder of Zarene's Secrets. Ladies and gentlemen, exercise your hands, make some blood. Shilpa Joshi. Shilpa, welcome. She's the promoter director at Greenville Products Private Limited. Calling on Pooja Bayana. Pooja, welcome. She's the co-founder of Let's Barter India, coming from Kolkata. Coming all the way from New Delhi. Urja Shah. Urja, are you here? Welcome, Urja. She's the president of Setco Foundation. Mumbai. Gujarat. I'm sorry. Welcome, Urja. Calling on Inderjeet Singh Mehta. Shahjahan M. Mr. Shahjahan? Okay, he'll be joining us in a few minutes. Nirmala Kanurgaon? Yes. She's the chairperson, Vivam Solid Waste Management Private Limited. An absolute honor to have her with us. Shweta Deshmukh. Shweta, are you here? And you are the Chief Architect, Shweta Deshmukh and Associates. We welcome you this afternoon. Thank you so much. Lastly, calling on Jatin Walia. Yes, welcome Jatin. He is the director at Aradhya International Spa Management. Thank you for your patience, for being with us. Welcome. Shall we welcome this beautiful panel on the stage? Shall we? Let's. To start this very exciting discussion this afternoon, I'd like to call upon our ambassador Şakir Özkan, the ambassador of Turkey to India, to kindly share with us his experiences and views on our topics today.
It's always difficult to be the first speaker after the lunch and the last speaker right before the lunch. Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. As I was given the privilege to be the first speaker at this panel, I would like to begin my words by extending our thanks primarily to Dr. Happy Arora, Global Chairperson of Women Economic Forum, and her team, who have spared immense time and energy in preparing the program. I also would like to thank the participants who shared their today. Before all, I would like to congratulate our Indian friends in the government, academia, and the private sector. as it is impossible to talk about innovation if one of these three pillars is missing. India deserves the best for the cooperation among the three legs. According to the Global Innovation Index of 2017, India ranked first in Central and Southern Asia region and sixth among the lower middle-income economies. The report, which was compiled with the contribution of the CII, Confederation of Indian Industries, notes that India's current and imminent development and its contribution to the region and the global innovation landscape is vital. Over the past 7 years, since 2011, India was listed as an innovation achiever country. It consistently outperformed on innovation relative to its GDP per capita. The continual improvement of India in terms of investment, tertiary education, the quality of its publications and universities, and its ICT services exports can be counted as the components laying behind this success. This year's report hopes that India will continue on this path with innovation investments, leading to more and more dynamic R&D intensive firms that are active in patenting, high-tech production and exports. If India then increasingly connects its innovation systems to the innovative countries in the East, as well as standing innovation powerhouses of the West, it will make a true difference both in Asia's regional role in innovation and to global innovation. The emergence of an innovative India will be one of the most encouraging developments for worldwide innovation in the next few decades. When I was asked to contribute to this panel, I made a search through the open resources and found out that the topic has been discussed in different fora, especially in the past few years. The most appropriate source was the paper produced with the cooperation of another WEF, the World Economic Forum, and the ICTSD, International Center for Trade and Sustainable Development, and it's of last year. I would like to take the liberty to refer to an excerpt from that paper, and I quote, "The interconnection between trade and innovation is one of mutual reinforcement, and this two-way relationship has become the subject of growing attention among experts and practitioners. With the innovation process increasingly organized in global networks and value chains across borders, innovation, trade, investment, and industrial policies are now more closely intertwined. Many countries are actively pursuing ambitious innovation policies to boost their competitiveness. Research on development activities, both public and private, are becoming more transnational in nature. At the same time, societies across continents are in growing need of deploying and adopting new technologies and building innovative capacities to effectively address sustainable development challenges, including the environment, food security, and public health. Yet, innovation affects countries at separate rungs on the development ladder differently. Distinct policy tools and their application intended to encourage innovation and facilitate its dissemination." Unquote. Turkey returned $860 billion trade GDP, and India with her $2,260 billion trade volume are the members of the G20 club, a family bringing together the 20 wealthiest nations of the globe. Both are listed in the top half of Global Innovation Index of 2017. Turkey's rank is 43, while India ranked at 60. Also, both have been the members of the World Trade Organization, the WTO, since 1995. Last but not the least, both countries are ranking at the top of growth rate statistics of the first half of this year. An in-depth study found out that in the WTO, there are 9 agreements that the states are party to related with innovation policies and measures. However, there is not a single document solely covering this area. Analysts say that WTO legal structure was mostly based before the expansion of digitalization and internet revolution. That picture brings us to the question of whether these frameworks adequately support support innovation as a policy objective in the context of the knowledge economy and the digital environment. What are the contributions and limitations of the current global trade system vis-à-vis innovation? How could it be improved? There is no doubt that trade liberalization and investment flows contribute to technology diffusion and innovation. However, we are also aware of the fact that strengthening of national innovation capabilities improve a country's ability to engage in and benefit from the international trading system. Another point we are also aware of is that national policies for innovation relies on diversification. Experts who come forward to challenge the barriers in front of the wider coverage of innovation summarize their views on the 6 main categories. First, digital trade. A digital economy trade agreement is a must, they say. Second, movement of people, innovation networks. Removal of barriers hindering the movement of technically and entrepreneurially skilled persons, research officials across borders. Longer-term work visas that would be valid in all countries who may form a network of the skilled people. Subsidies and public grants. Both governments and private sector must spare more funds to the research activities, especially in the fields of developing essential medicines, water management, agricultural productivity, waste disposal, climate change, and energy conservation. The fourth, WTO legislation on standardization. Experts say that it should be revised to meet the needs of and expectations of today. The fifth, trade secrets. National legislation of various countries could and should be harmonized under the WTO rule. And the last, measurement of trade and innovation. If the governments encourage their private sectors to provide better and updated information on their innovation activities, the measurement would be much more easy. To me, all seem to be achievable if there will be the will. Not necessarily that all these 6 could be addressed at one go, but there is no doubt that if achieved, that would globally be a great success. Distances between the peoples and within the country will become shorter. Understanding the other whose language, faith, ethnicity, color of skin different will be easier. Less people will be subject to harassment beyond his or her country's borders, even within his or her own country. 240 years ago, Scottish economist Adam Smith wrote 5 volumes book on the Wealth of Nations, which was a compulsory reading material for students when I was at the university. Findings of Mr. Smith may appear to be outdated to some of us. If the mankind displays even partial achievement on those 6 points, I have no doubt that next generations will talk of the welfare of nations. Thank you for your patience.